Brazil was down 0-1 until Ronaldinho had an amazing run and passed the ball to Rivaldo for an easy goal and assist. Then he would score one of the most iconic free kicks in World Cup history with that perfect upper 90 corner shot. If not for Ronaldinho, Brazil would have...
This is Ronaldo in the club. Hey man, you know what time it is, and if you don't, you must be new here, so let me show you. And that being said, today we got a very special video. One of my favorite players so far in my journey of discovering football, Ronaldinho. Please help me pronounce his name correctly. I know that's not correct, it don't sound correct, but that's what I'm gonna say for this video until I hear it correctly in the video. I might hear it correctly in the video, so you might not even need to comment. That being said, based off the title, you know what time it is. Exactly how good was Ronaldinho? So that's what we're about to watch today. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe. 80% of you aren't subscribed, so subscribe and comment down below I subscribe. I'm going to reply to every single comment. If you already are subscribed, comment down below some suggestions on some videos I should make. Without further ado, how good was Ronaldinho? Let's get it.
Often considered as one of the best players in his generation and regarded by quite a few as potentially one of the greatest of all time,
yes,
it's no doubt that everyone knows how legendary
top
Ronaldinho was.
In my top
but
five.
Just exactly how good was he? How did he start to make his name, and how does he compare to other legends and all-time greats? What's up guys, it's your boy, Raymar, back again for another video, and today we're gonna look at just exactly how good Ronaldinho was.
Ronaldinho. Wait, what?
Just exactly how good Ronaldinho was.
Ronaldinho. Dang, I was saying that
Even
terribly.
before Ronaldinho was born, the game of football was already in his blood. His father was a former professional football player, his brother was a current professional football player, and even his uncles and grandfathers played the game. That being said, however, they weren't your typical professional players, as they played for small clubs and small leagues, and it didn't get paid that much. Interesting fact is that Ronaldinho's real name is actually Ronaldo de Assis Moreira. When he was 8 years old...
His name's Ronaldo too? What the... What? So... Wow. So, there's a lot of Ronaldos.
Inho was added to his first name, ultimately giving him the nickname Ronaldinho, which meant small, because he was one of the tiniest kids in his youth club. This name stuck with him throughout his career because once he would join the Brazilian men's national team, there would already be a Ronaldo, and since he was younger, the name would stick and become very well known in time. However, even at the age of 8, his talent was already much more advanced.
That's
his
not
touch, dribble, and control was years beyond the other kid.
Who the fuck? That is not no 8-year-old. What? That is not no 8-year-old. These are not 8-year-olds. What is going on? Wait, what country is this in? Whoa. Nah. Something's in the water. Something's in the water making these kids this tall. What's going on? At 8 years old, was I this? Nah, I was not this tall. Bro, what? There's no way he's 8 right here. He looks like he's about 13.
Much more advanced. His touch, dribble, and control was years beyond the other kids.
Yeah.
This was because as long as he could walk, Ronaldinho was already getting used to dribbling, as he would play beach football and indoor futsal before even playing on an actual football pitch for an organized match. He first really got noticed at the age of 13 after a 23-0 victory against a local football team where he scored all 23 goals by himself. You know, it's like when you play FIFA My Player in easy mode because my...
Bro. So we reacted to Ronaldo Nazario, his video. And in Futsal League, he scored 11 goals in one game. This guy scored 23. This is in one game? He scored 23 in one game?
That must have been absolutely embarrassing for the other team. Ronaldinho would make his professional senior debut under Grêmio in the Brazilian Serie A, scoring 23 goals in 48 matches only at the age of 18 in 1998. The next year, he would be called up for his very first international match in the 1999 Copa America, where Brazil would go on to win. Then, just a week later, he would go play for Brazil against Saudi Arabia, ultimately winning the tournament golden ball and scoring 6 goals to win the tournament gold Golden Boot. And I know it's just the Confederations Cup, but still, to do it at the age of 19 is still pretty impressive.
He's my age.
Surprisingly, the very first European team to ever approach Ronaldinho just happened to be Arsenal in 2001. However, the move never happened because Ronaldinho couldn't get hold of a work permit due to some rule about being a non-European and not playing enough international matches. So sorry Arsenal fans, you guys could have seen a young Ronaldinho playing with Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp, but hey, maybe in an alternate universe they did. In reality though, the first European team to secure Ronaldinho's signature was PSG in 2001. He would sign a ridiculously low 5-year, €5 million deal. Honestly, I have no idea how they were able to sign him for such a low fee, months on the bench before he would slowly but surely start being included in the starting lineup. It would be after the winter break in his first year with PSG that he would really start getting more recognition. During his return from the break, he would go on to score in 4 consecutive matches, earning him a permanent starting position. In just his first year with PSG, Ronaldinho would go on to score 13 goals and have 4 assists in 39 appearances, leading his club in scoring for all competitions. Although the young Ronaldinho was already rising up and becoming a superstar, he would have a complicated relationship with his coach at the time, Luis Fernandes, who would criticize him, saying that the young Brazilian was too caught up in the Parisian nightlife and complained that he would never arrive back on time from his Brazilian holidays. I mean, what's up with Brazilian stars getting so caught up with partying? You have Ronaldo, Pato, Adriano, and Ronaldinho all known for their excessive nightlives. I definitely need to try a Brazilian party one time. But anyways, the very next season for PSG, Ronaldinho would score 12 goals and have 4 assists and...
Well, y'all know Brazilians, bruh. Let's listen to, wait. This is a reaction into a reaction. This is Ronaldo in the club.
games, which was pretty much the same output he had last year, where he would again lead his club in scoring across all competitions and lead his club into the Coupe de France final, but PSG wouldn't win any form of silverware that year and would end up 11th in Liga in standings. After this season, Ronaldinho requested a trade due to the club's failure to qualify for any European competition, where he knew he would make an even bigger name for himself on a bigger stage. The summer of 2002 also brought a lot of spotlight and praise for the young Ronaldinho. The World Cup hosted by South Korea and Japan really showcased just how skilled and talented Ronaldinho was. Rivaldo, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho would make up what was known as Brazil's 3 Rs, their unstoppable offense that dominated the 1999 Copa America. Ronaldinho would go on to score 2 goals and have 3 assists during the tournament. It might not sound that impressive, but Ronaldinho saved his team from the brink of elimination during the quarterfinal against England. Brazil was down 0-1 until Ronaldinho had an amazing run and passed the ball to Rivaldo for an easy goal and assist. Then he would score one of the most iconic free kicks in World Cup history with that perfect upper 90 corner shot. If not for Ronaldinho, Brazil would have lost this game and wouldn't have been able to win their country's 5th World Cup title. By the end of the 2002-2003 season, Ronaldinho was a proven global superstar at the age of 23. Barcelona made it their mission to acquire him as they outbid Manchester United to sign Ronaldinho for €30 million. The 2003-2004 season would be Ronaldinho's first in Spain, and he would go on to score 22 goals and have 11 assists in 45 games, giving him a goal-scoring ratio of .49 goals a game. Even though Barca didn't really do anything other than placing second in La Liga, Ronaldinho would lead his club in scoring, giving him the best season of his career so far. The 2004-2005 season was the first time Ronaldinho really experienced any club success, as he would go on to win his first La Liga title with Barcelona. That season, he would go on to score 13 goals and have 16 assists in 42 games. As Carlos Puyol described perfectly, Ronaldinho was the one that really gave Barcelona their spirit back. Ronaldinho also won his first FIFA World Player of the Year award and coincidentally also assisted a young Lionel Messi on his very first goal for Barcelona. The 2005-2006 season was the height of Ronaldinho's career as he would win a minor treble with Barcelona with the Champions League, La Liga, and Spanish Super Cup titles. He would also go on to have the best season of his career, scoring 26 goals and having 25 assists in 45 games, which would be an amazing .58 goals per game and .56 assists per game ratio. Not to mention, he would also lead Brazil to its second Confederation Cup title and also holds the record for the most goals scored in the history of the tournament with 9. This holds the record for the most goals scored in the history of the tournament with 9. This amazing year and season would land him his second consecutive FIFA World Player of the Year award, becoming the third player to ever win the award more than once other than Ronaldo and Zidane. And finally, to cap it all off, would also win the prestigious Ballon d'Or. Ronaldinho was so good this year, even after destroying Real Madrid at home at the Santiago Bernabeu for the El Clasico, the Real Madrid fans actually applauded him, something they've only previously done for no other than Diego Maradona, which just shows you how good he was and how much they respected him as a player. I believe that the 2006-2007 season would really be the last time we would see Ronaldinho in any amazing form. He would go on to score 24 goals and have 14 assists in 49 appearances, in which he would once again lead Barcelona in scoring across all competitions. However, Barcelona pretty much got cucked for the La Liga, UEFA Super Cup, and Club World Cup titles, as they would finish in second place for all three. Like I said, that was the last time we'd really see a prime Ronaldinho. The 2007-2008 season was plagued with injuries for Ronaldinho, which included a muscle tear on his right leg that would pretty much end his season. He would have 9 goals and 6 assists in 26 games. The Barcelona front office, specifically former club president Joan Laporta, said that he believed after 3 years, Ronaldinho was out of his prime and needed a new challenge to revive his career. So pretty much after winning every major trophy there was, Ronaldinho just decided to chill and, like so many Brazilian stars like him, decided to start partying more and training less. And thus, Barcelona sold him to AC Milan. His years in Milan were honestly pretty average, and it was clear that he wasn't nearly as physically fit or dedicated to the game as he used to be. Former coach Carlo Ancelotti said, "The decline of Ronaldinho hasn't surprised me. His physical condition has always been very precarious. His talent, though, has never been in question. The only noteworthy thing that would happen during his time in Milan would be him leading the Serie A in assists for the 2009-2010 season.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Has never been
what did I just watch, bro?
The condition has always been very precarious. His talent, though, has never been in question. The only noteworthy thing that would happen during his time in Milan would be him leading the Serie A in assists for the 2009-2010 season. After AC Milan, Ronaldinho would go back to Brazil to play for the Brazilian League, and even had a year in Mexico where he would play for Liga MX, but it's safe to say that those years wouldn't really be relevant at all. So let's go ahead and look at the career numbers for Ronaldinho. For Brazil, he would score 33 goals in 97 games, and for his club career, he would score 280 goals in 719 appearances, for a total of 313 goals in 816 games, ultimately ending with a career goal-scoring ratio of .38 goals a game. How does this compare to our previous players in the How Good Are They series, David Villa and Samuel Eto'o? Well, Villa and Eto'o were just absolute goal-scoring monsters, were much more consistent in their careers, had longer primes and more dominant years, but even though they're both legends, it's an undeniable fact that during Ronaldinho's prime, he was simply magical. There was just something about his game that transcended just scoring goals. Not only could he score goals, but he could be the one dishing out assists or making incredible runs that lead to goals. He was a true magician that could dance with the ball, was an absolute free kick specialist, had godly touch, and gave us all unforgettable and iconic moments, and finally inspired countless young players, myself included, to go and try some of those crazy and flashy moves. Not to mention, Ronaldinho is an absolute icon for the game of football, and to this day, although he is retired, still goes out and tours the world as a global ambassador for the sport. Also, you just can't hate the guy. He's always smiling and seems like he'd be really cool to hang around. For crying out loud, he was the cover of FIFA for 4 different years, which is absolutely insane. You never really hear stories about Ronaldinho beefing it up with any other players too, which just goes to show you his charisma and the respect other footballers had for his legendary talent and career. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you did make it to the end of this video, I'm curious to see who you guys...
So, y'all know, how good was Ronaldinho? Dang, I didn't know he got injured. I didn't know his prime was that short. But for his prime to be that short and his impact he made on the sport, that's the biggest thing that you can take out of that. His impact and what he did for his team is the biggest thing. And he literally was a mentor to Messi. He met a lot of great people. He influenced a lot of people. He was a face of the sport. I saw he was on 5 covers, he said. Like, he was a loved player. And that's the greatest thing you can take out of that. So, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Comment down below what you thought about this video, because I'm ready to just reply to a whole bunch of comments. I love reading y'all comments so much. Y'all don't know how much, like, I'll literally be tired. Like, say, okay, for example, I'll literally be tired. Like, dang, I don't feel like recording right now. Kind of tired. Or I don't feel like editing. I'll go to my analytics, go to my comments, and just see all your comments. I'm like, I gotta do it for them, and that just gets me up every time. So, you know, make sure to keep commenting. I love them so much. If y'all enjoyed that, make sure to click these 2 boxes. Make sure to comment down below. Make sure to join that membership. And without further ado, peace out.